Hello from Isle Royale. Actually, Isle Royal is the way they say it.
Royal.
And we are on the trail here. You can see our getup. We've got our mosquito nets on because the mosquitoes are bad. We're glad Lauren got those for us. So this side of the trail is next to Lake Superior. And we came up the other side, the other direction by Lake Tobin. And that was kind of cool. Mostly wooded over on that side. This side we do stop and get views of Superior. You can see back here the trail has a lot of rock on it and ups and downs. We have some boardwalk we went across down to a single, what'd you call it?
Bridge plank.
Bridge plank board. 3 by what?
3 by 12.
3 by 12, so at 12 inches. Yeah. And that's kind of the direction we're headed. So far the weather has held off really nice. We had smooth sailing all the way over today. And hopefully we have smooth sailing tomorrow. We do have clouds building here a little bit, but they don't look too threatening at this point. Hopefully if there is a storm, it's during the night and will blow over and be good for tomorrow. There's a seaplane that comes over here, or different boats. We came over on the Queen 4. Boarded it, well, we boarded 20 to 8 or so. Took off at 8 o'clock. And we got here at 11:45. So it was a nice ride. In this neck of the woods up here, in the UP and Isle Royal, there are what's called thimbleberries. Thimbleberries look a lot like raspberries. I haven't got a real good taste for it yet. We've only had it once, and that was at Jamson's coffee place right by the boat dock where we got on. We do have lots of different kinds of flowers around here, so you can see those. So the guide at Quincy Mine that we did yesterday, Clayton is his name, told us to go to Jamson's and get yourself a thimbleberry raised glazed donut. So we did. And that was how we started breakfast, was a thimbleberry raised glazed donut. The thing is, the thimbleberry was only in the frosting. It wasn't in the donut. And previous to that, on the ride up, we went off on a more scenic route, and we stopped at, I'm trying to remember the name of the place. It's Monks that have a bakery. The Jam Pot? Yes. And we had an orange cranberry muffin from there. They didn't have, the only thimbleberry there was jam or jelly. I wasn't going to buy that. So, working our way down here on these rocks. Get ourselves back to the cabin. We have what's called a housekeeping cabin. It was the only room available that we could book when we were looking at our trip out here, so we took it, and it's only for one night. That's okay. So we are doing this one trail here this afternoon, and at 5 o'clock we'll go to a ranger program back by the lodge. Get a little supper here. They do have a couple of a grill diner and a restaurant option. So we'll eat supper and then maybe relax. And if there's a pretty sunset, take that in. Tomorrow morning, there's a 9 o'clock ranger walk to the opposite direction. And we plan on taking that. Oh, so there's a pretty, I'd call it orangey flower. Back home it looks like a daylily, but I'm sure it's not a daylily. Right down there. So we took the boat out of Copper Harbor. That is the shortest time to get here. There are other options. You can go out of Houghton, or Houghton, however you say that. That one takes a little longer. It's longer traverse across Lake Superior. And then there's going from Grand Portage, Minnesota. That one docks first at Wendigo and works its way up. Take 5 hours to get to Rock Harbor, where we're staying. So as you can see, it's pretty out here. You can probably hear the waves crashing against the shore. There's islands all around here. Douglas fir trees. Several dense fir. The only large animals here on the island are moose and fox. We haven't seen any, but we've seen evidence of moose from the droppings along the trail. So that gives you a flavor of what it's like on Isle Royale. One of the most remote, well, I shouldn't say that. American Samoa is quite remote. But they say it's the least visited. Is this the least visited part? Although again, I think American Samoas would be quite least visited too. Oh, okay, so this is in the contiguous 48. But it's also got the same, or it's also got people that frequent it back a lot too. A lot of people that come here come back often. These mosquitoes are abundant around here. I'm so glad we have our nets. So here's one of the boardwalks you can see. Bridge planks. So this is good for our balance. And the trail's good for exercise. So every once in a while we run across people, like right now. So we'll continue, or we'll end our video now. Bye-bye.